Black Horse and the Cherry Tree, Katie Tunstall, on the Friday night Glastonbury Experience. She's played them all, the Avalon, the Acoustic, the Pyramid, the other stage. I think she's done every single stage bar the burger van on the way in. She's Katie Tunstall and she's here with us now. Good evening, Katie. How are you?
I'm good, Auntie. How are you?
I am lovely. I am not bad at all. What am I calling you? Am I just calling you KT or am I calling you Kate? What do I call you?
I'm not too precious. It's Kate on the birth certificate, not
Right.
Catherine. But you can call me Katie or you can call me Katie. I don't really mind.
Let's go with, instead of going with Katie, let's go with KT.
Let's go KT.
Let's do that.
With the full stops.
Let's do
I
that.
always used to get asked in interviews, why are you called KT? And the reason was that there was lots of girls out at the time when I brought my album out who used their full names. And my friend Pippa at university used to call me KT because it was my initials. So I'm actually called Kate Tunstall. That's what it stands for.
And it's a good job we're doing an evening show because you, due to time difference, it's probably mid-morning over there because you live in LA now, is that right?
It is midday coffee time for me.
What's life like in LA? You've been over there a few years.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, obviously, it's a really strange time at the moment and it's incredibly difficult and it's very divisive, but it does feel like there's a lot of really positive attention because people aren't kind of going about their daily lives at the moment. I feel like there's actually a lot of really positive attention on some deep issues of racism and division in society over here and you know, sexuality and everything's coming up. It actually feels quite necessary. So as painful as it is, it feels like a really important time over here.
And are you still writing in lockdown or were you just completely shut down over the last few months?
God, no, I've not been creative at all. I've created one thing,
Okay.
and that was a charity single that I made completely on my laptop with no instruments, and it's called Wash Your Hands, Y-A, Wash Your Hands.
Wash your hands, right?
All the proceeds are going to War Child UK and WaterAid, which are two incredibly important charities at this time because, you know, war zones and a lack of access to water are just, you know, impossible anyway, but just heightened with the pandemic. And we're currently getting all the submissions from all over the world because fans and friends and family from all over the globe are contributing to make the video.
Oh, wonderful. Well, before we get on to the Glastonbury stuff, let's give it a plug. Where can we find it? How can we view it,
You can find it everywhere, wherever you listen to it. The best thing to do is download it and buy it because then the money goes to charity. Yeah. But you can find it everywhere. Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, whatever you use.
Wash your hands, your hands.
Wash your hands.
Right, excellent. The amount of people I've been interviewing of late, what have you been doing in COVID? And they say, oh, well, I've still been writing, I've still been creating.
Oh,
and you go,
no,
no, I've done nothing.
I got a dog.
Brilliant. Excellent.
She's lovely. I got a dog and I moved house, which was mad. And I'm just actually really, really enjoying when I'm on the road, I tour all the time. I had about 200 shows booked this year. You know, often find myself saying, oh, I wish I had more time at home. Here it is.
You've got all the time you need. I'll tell you something. Yeah. God knows how many years back I'm going now. It was a radio interview. They had a singer, very well-known singer, called Kate on there. And they were like, how did you break through with Black Horse and the Cherry Tree? and it went all quiet. It was Katie Melua. Can you believe it? They got you and Katie Melua mixed up.
I have had exactly the same thing. I met Paul McKenna. You know when someone says something and like afterwards you're like, oh, I wish I'd had a good witty retort to that comment. This was one of the few times in my life that I actually managed it. We met for the first time and Paul said, oh, I love your song about the bicycles.
Oh, no.
And I said, oh, thank you so much. It must have got really uncomfortable being in that box over the Thames for so long.
Brilliant.
And then he got it. He twigged.
We've sort of gone full circle already because you mentioned that WaterAid is one of your charities for the song Wash Your Hands, and WaterAid, big old deal at Glastonbury. How many times have you played Glastonbury? It's a good few times now, isn't it?
Oh, now that's a question because the first time I went, I think, was 2000 and probably 2002.
I've got my book here.
Maybe even 2000.
Let's have a look.
The first time I played was with a band called Oi Vavoy.
Oi Vavoy?
Which was, yes, they were a Jewish, like, hip-hop band.
Oh, great.
Not really a hip-hop band. Like a Jewish drum and bass band.
Are they still going? Let's look them up.
They're still going. we played the acoustic tent, and I think it might have been 2000 actually.
I've got a book in front of me, which is my Glastonbury Bible of every act
So
that's
it's
ever
just
played.
it's 3 words. It's OIVAVOI. Oi va voi.
Hang on, bear with. I reckon. Yeah, you're right. That we didn't have a festival in 201. It was a fallow year. You played in 2000. I've got you down here. I can't.
20-year anniversary.
And it's not even on.
It's not on.
Yeah, 20. It won't tell me what stage you played at though. But you've got.
That was the acoustic stage, I think.
Oh, was it? But it's not. I haven't got any times or anything.
The most unbelievable time that first year I went, and I just camped with about 15 friends, and we put we went on Wednesday, so we went early and set our tents up in a circle. Actually, my friend Kirsty set our tent up for us, which was extremely nice of her. I just never experienced anything like it, and it's just been my favourite weekend of the year ever since.
At what point do you become so successful that you don't have to camp with us peasants and you end up having like a proper trailer or a proper hotel? You know, when
it
do you know
definitely helps having a couple of global hit singles.
Oh, does it? Oh, I see. Yeah, that always does well.
But it is a bit like business class on the plane. It's difficult going back. I get a teepee up at the top because it's near the park stage, and I love the park stage. It's probably my favourite stage, actually. You just get such interesting, varied stuff on there, and it's a little bit smaller, which I really like, actually.
No, I love the park. I always find myself going to the park every day, sometimes twice a day. I don't know why.
Well, it's just
a great place to
you
go.
get that amazing view, don't you?
Yeah.
And then you also get the crow's nest and the rabbit hole. And I was particularly sad because this year it was going to be my first ever DJ set at the crow's nest.
Oh, was it?
So, yeah, I was going to DJ. So I really hope that we can do that again next year.
Oh, brilliant. I've been flicking through the book, and you've been on the headline set many, many times at Glastonbury. I'm looking at I've got the Glastonbury 2008 poster in front of me.
Yeah.
And you're up there, you're in the big letters right near the top, up there with Amy Winehouse, Kings of Leon, Goldfrapp.
Yeah, that was the year I played the pyramid stage.
Yeah. I mean, what's it like to go out on the pyramid? And what's it like to go out on the pyramid? That's the question. That's what I want to know.
It was a bit nerve-wracking, actually, because I'd played many times before that. The other stage I remember just being, I think, you know, that the gig I did on the other stage, I'm trying to think what year that would be, maybe 2006?
To my knowledge, I'm sure I saw you 2007.
Yeah, maybe 2007.
I think that's when I think I saw you on the other.
That gig was absolutely extraordinary. The other stage is really, really special. And you're very kind of up close to everybody. And so the pyramid stage was quite nerve-wracking. You know, you're on the telly. And actually, I find it quite challenging because everybody's really far away from you. It's like doing an arena show or a stadium gig, which I'm not very used to doing. So everybody in the front row is like 20, 30 feet away. If you're used to doing those massive shows, it's probably much more normal.
Oh.
You kind of think back, go, am I imagining it?
Now, I've got to play a tune, and there's too many to choose from with you. There's too many. Now, we've already done Black Horse and the Cherry Tree, so we can't have that. That's out the window. I'm torn between Other Side of the World, Suddenly I See. I know I'm going back about 10 years here. Shall I tell you one that I really like from you that never gets played on the radio?
Yeah.
I love Hold On.
Oh, thank you, Andy.
I love that one. In fact, I've got the...
I love Hold On. I did a really fun acoustic performance. I think it was with Joe Wiley. It was backstage at Glastonbury.
Yeah.
The year that record came out. It's just me and 2 backing singers, and we did it acoustically. I think we debuted that song at Glastonbury, actually.
Is it from Drastic Fantastic? Have I made that up?
That's right, yeah.
Oh, thank God I got that right.
That's the album.
Oh.
10 points.
Thank heavens for that, because it's got you with the guitar and your leg up in the air, that one, isn't it?
Yes.
That's the one. That's the one. I thought it was that one. Do you mind if I play that then? Is that okay?
I would love you to play that. And just to let people know as well, since its inception, I've been playing a mashup in the middle of that of Walk Like an Egyptian by the Bangles. It fits beautifully.
Oh, does it fit with the beats, does it?
It really does. I think you can find a live version of that, actually. It's from a Live from Liverpool album that I put out. Excellent.
Don't go anywhere. Back with Katie Tunstall in just a second. Hold On by Katie Tunstall from the album Drastic Fantastic. We got Katie Tunstall with us now. I'm going to put my book to one side. I want to try and find this...
I love your book. That's a magic Glastonbury book.
It's the 50-year book signed by Michael Eavis.
That's brilliant.
And I'm not going to name drop, but I get on all right with him, so he signed it for me before...
Oh, that's awesome.
Before the COVID. So I treasure that book. I really do.
I bet.
Right, I'm going to try and find Katie Tunstall. Okay, hold on.
Well, I think it was live from Liverpool, and it got released.
Look at me, wasting our interview time, typing up stuff.
No, it's good. It's so great to play live versions. People don't do it enough.
Bear with. I don't know if you might not be able to hear it from...
But I think that's got the mashup in it.
I'm going to find it. Here we go.
Oh, God, the anticipation.
Oh. Oh, hey, oh. Found it. We found it.
Yeah.
We've got it. Look at that. Isn't that great?
That's amazing.
And it does fit really well with the whole ding, 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 ding. I don't know what I'm doing there, but you know what I mean.
That was very good.
Cool, you give it some effort, don't you, on stage?
I love it. I miss that kind of workout aspect of it because it's like, I don't know, climbing a mountain doing a gig, but in a good way. You just get this amazing view at the top and it's such a rigorous workout.
What happens now in the future? What's the plan? Are you going to come back here and do some... are you going to live out there forever?
It's a big question. Well, I've lived out here in LA for 7 years now and I love it here. It's definitely where I want to be. But I've been coming back to the UK, at least a couple of times a year. So I don't really miss it. I get to come back and tour and play shows. And I was due to be opening for Rick Astley on his arena tour in April with my amazing drum and bass duo. And
anyone that knows me knows I'm the biggest Rick Astley fan ever.
And to put you to come to the gig.
I will. I think I've seen him 6 times, and he's
amazing.
He's a great guy, and people laugh at me for that. They go, Rick Astley.
No,
I said, go and see him live.
Then talk to me.
Yes, exactly right.
He's amazing. So that we're really looking forward to that. We're disappointed that got put back, but we're still going to be doing it. But I think with things moving forward, I think all of us musicians have had to think carefully about how this all works. And I've been very involved in the Broken Record campaign on Twitter, which is Tom Gray from Gomez, another band that I love.
Yeah. He's
been helping challenging the problem with streaming because musicians and writers aren't making enough money from streaming. They get paid very, very poorly by the streaming services and the major record labels deals that they do with these streaming services. It's really mainly the labels that are taking the lion's share and not really sharing the profits. Last Tuesday was my birthday.
Oh, the 23rd.
23rd.
You're a 23rd baby.
I'm a 23rd.
I'm the 23rd.
Are you?
But I'm January, you're June.
We're literally equinoxes apart.
And we like Rick Astley. Oh, are you married?
Well, I'm sure we can come to an arrangement.
We
Andy.
must, honestly, you're my perfect lady.
So what I did on my birthday, I launched a really exciting whole new Katie World, which is through an organisation called Patreon. And this is a new platform where fans can subscribe to your music and to you. And it's not just about music, it's about direct contact with the artists that you love. And so, because 23 is my lucky number, as I'm sure it is yours as well, it was in dollars, $23, but basically around 18 quid or something like that. You pay that a month and you get so much stuff. You get downloads, you get a private Instagram account, you get a live stream access to my studio so you can watch me working and making music. You can send me mail and I'll write back to you. You get free vinyl. It's basically an old school fan club.
Oh, brilliant. Well, give us the big plug for that website. Is it the same one as the...
It's Patreons. It's Patreon.
Yeah.
And it's patreon.com/Katie Tunstall.
Perfect. It's been an absolute joy to speak to you. It really has.
You too.
It really has. I think you're my secret.
I feel the same.
I think you're my secret crush now. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll take it.
Great.
I'll take it any day of the week.
Well, look, thank you so much for having a chat to me about you and Glastonbury and your music. And I'm very jealous you're out there in LA because I love that particular part of LA.
We did have a chat about travelling America, and the West Coast is just absolutely stunning. I could probably quite happily just travel the American landscape for the rest of my life, actually. It's so
wonderful.
Beautiful.
We did chat during the song before you came on.
I know, I just want to... I honestly think that when I'm an old lady, I might just live in an RV. I might just go... I just have my own personal little tour bus and just travel around with my dog.
Perfect life. Katie Tunstall.
Dog and guitar.
Thank you so much. And we'll see you back here DJing at Glastonbury next year. Fingers crossed.
Yes, fingers crossed.